PMDB 1005. Already problems with my connection being unstable. Let's change this top chat to live chat. This is PMDB 1005, and this is my first ever live videos. He has more videos than subscribers. He's one of the few on here without a PayPal. This doesn't work. He's simply here to entertain. 11 years in a row. It's the Paul Michael DB show. Welcome. You've heard me rank the Bond movies a number of times. Now, for the first time ever, I'm going to rank the Bond title songs from all official Bond films, and I've thrown in Never Say Never Again. I haven't thrown in the Casino Royale spoof from 1967 song, whatever that is, because I really dislike that film and want to forget it exists. Number 25, Tom Jones, Thunderball. This is one of the reasons Thunderball is not higher up in my ranking Bond film list. I really just do not like this song. In 24th spot, I'm going to go with the From Russia with Love title instrumental. I don't really like it, obviously. In 23rd spot is from Spectre, Sam Smith's song. Sam Smith, who, you've got to feel sorry for, having to stay in his mansion right now, and, poor baby Sam Smith, but his song's not very good. His song, I don't like the depressing Bond songs. When I want to watch a Bond movie, I want to escape from my own depression. And I get depressed listening to Sam Smith's song. Now, No Time to Die's theme doesn't appear in this list. Now, technically, I have heard a minute of No Time to Die's theme that was sung by the teenager Billy. I don't know who she is. I'm far too old to know who she is. And I had to switch it off. It was that bad. So I haven't technically heard it all, so I can't really rank it. But so I've left No Time to Die's theme out of this one. But depressing Bond songs, no thank you. At 22 is the song from Octopussy, one of my favourite James Bond films, to star the late great Roger Moore. It's a song All Time High by Rita Coolidge, I think you pronounce her surname. No, it gets a no from me. 21 will be a controversial choice because a lot of people like this Bond song by Adele, Skyfall. I'm dying to say it, but terrified of copyright. So I'll sing it like this: Nightfall. I've changed the lyrics a wee bit. It does nothing for me. It absolutely does nothing for me. Top 20 Bond songs. The first of three, Shirley Bassey songs, is number 20th place. Moonraker. I don't like it that much. It's still better than Skyfall in my opinion, but it's the worst of the three Shirley Bassey songs on this list. 19th place is from Tomorrow Never Dies. Sheryl Crow's, can't remember what the title, I think it was just titled Tomorrow Never Dies. I knew as soon as this title came on in the film Tomorrow Never Dies that the Pierce Brosnan era had dipped already. In 18th place is probably the most annoying Bond song, but it's still more passable than everything else I've mentioned so far. The Man with the Golden Gun, sung by Lulu. My old friend used to love her. Bit tricky. 17th spot, I'm going to go with the title song from On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the one and only Bond film to feature George Lazenby. I really like the song that's in the middle of this film. We Have All the Time in the World, and that would have been way higher up in the list, but since I'm just doing the title sequence tracks, On Her Majesty's Secret Service is at 17. Number 16, Madonna. I was a fan, and a keyword was a fan of Madonna's 80s cheese hits and some of her 90s songs. I actually really like her Austin Powers song from The Spy Who, yeah. I still never watched that film, but I really like the. Anyway, why am I talking about Austin Powers? Talking about James Bond. James Bond here. Her Die, Another Day, I know he sang it there. Theme is atrocious. Um, I didn't like it in 2002, and still don't like it much in 2020. Just like I don't like Madonna much these days either. That's putting it mildly. Number 15, I'm going to go with the You Only Live Twice theme. It would be higher up, but I get a bit sort of depressed during the song too, so it's it's lower down. I want some oomph. I want some action. I want like a feel good, let's go type of Bond song to get me into the mood for this escapism. And if it's a touch depressing, I don't like it. You Only Live Twice song was sung by Nancy Sinatra, the daughter of Frank Sinatra. 14th place is the Never Say Never Again theme. Another controversial pick because perhaps this theme is way too high for some people. It was sung by Lani Hall. In 13th place is the actual James Bond theme, the original version of the James Bond theme. I really like the James Bond theme. I much preferred the Moby edition of the Bond theme. It would have been way higher up, but this original version of the Bond theme by Monty Norman, it's like that pizza you get. It would be You would prefer it if it didn't have so much, like there's too much extra cheese on this particular pizza. So yeah, it's sitting at 13th place. In 12th spot is Shirley Bassey's second Bond song from Diamonds Are Forever. This was one of those songs I wasn't sure. It was one of the more difficult ones to rank because I don't really like it, but I still seem to prefer it to the ones I've previously mentioned. Um, I think it it had potential to be one of the all-time great Bond songs, but it just didn't quite hit the mark. In 11th place is Aha's The Living Daylights theme from Dalton's debut in 1987. Just missing the top 10. My top 10 Bond film songs go as follows. From Quantum of Solace, one of the worst. I think I did rank it the worst James Bond film ever. I think I did. Let me see. No, I ranked Moonraker the worst Bond film ever, official one. Quantum of Solace is Another Way to Die, song by Alicia Keys and Jack White. Catchy. The film is one of the worst, but in my opinion, its theme song is one of the best. In 9th place is from Casino Royale 2006, Daniel Craig's debut. Its theme by the late, great Chris Cornell. Really like the His Name theme. Gets me in the mood for Casino Royale 2006, and I think I butchered his name. So I'm not good with celebrity names. I think it shows in a lot of my videos that I don't spend a lot of time looking at celebrities and keeping up with actors' names and musicians. I mean, I'm really this me talking about music I'm like really out of my element now because I don't keep in touch with anything to do with music, really. I listen to the same all the time if I do listen to music. In eighth place is from the eighth official James Bond film. The first to star Roger Moore is Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney and Wings. In seventh place is from A View to a Kill, Duran Duran's theme. In sixth place is The World Is Not Enough by Garbage, which in 1999, I'm not joking, I originally thought it was a Garbage song, but it's grown on me over the years. I'm not sure if that's to do with nostalgia since it was my first Bond in cinema experience, but just like the film The World Is Not Enough, the World Is Not Enough theme has grown on me over the years. The top 5 go as follows. Shirley Bassey's Goldfinger is the most iconic Bond song, and it's number 5 in my list. I generally like this song too. In fourth place is from The Spy Who Loved Me, sung by Carly Simon. The Spy Who Loved Me is usually my favorite Bond film, but in recent ranking videos it's fallen down a peg or two. But this song is still fantastic. However, my favorite Bond era Bond song. Now, I will say about the Roger Moore, my favorite Bond, even though I think only one of his Bond films appears in my current top 5, which was Octopussy. His soundtrack, I feel his gun barrels sounds the best out of the entire series. Like when the For Your Eyes Only gun barrel comes on, like that's me. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for some action. And Shirley Ian's For Your Eyes Only is my third favorite Bond song of all time. In at number 2 is Gladys Knight's License to Kill theme, which marked the end of Timothy Dalton's run as Bond, James Bond. License to Kill, I've always had a soft spot for, and it's very high in my rankings. And one of the reasons is the theme. In fact, there's 2 songs from that film I really enjoy. There's one at the end credits. The name Patty, someone sings it. The name escapes me, but Gladys Knight's, and she was at the same year. She sang America the Beautiful at WrestleMania 5, and I'm a big wrestling fan too. So she's done both of my favorites, so to speak. But Gladys Knight's License to Kill, the second greatest James Bond film score of all time, in my opinion. Now I've left number 1, in my opinion, is quite frankly simply the best Bond song out there. Tina Turner's Goldeneye. Love it. And Goldeneye, always near top of my film ranking lists, is currently at number 2 behind Casino Royale. But its theme, in my opinion, is the number 1 Bond theme ever.